Hello from Seoul. You wanna do some meal prep, but you want it to be Korean style? With this Gochujang challenge accepted.
Today, we're gonna do some meal prep with bulgogi, but not just a regular one. We're gonna make it with this gochujang, Korean chili paste. Normally, spicy bulgogi is made with pork, but to make a high protein diet, let's go with chicken this time, but don't worry about it. As always, it's gonna be fantastic. For this, you will need some rice, chicken, green onions, and garlic. That's it! So simple, right? But since it's meal prep, we need to add some veggies, right? If you could add some kimchi in there, that would be awesome. But if you throw them into the microwave, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna like that. So instead of kimchi, let's go get some shishito peppers this time. What? You can't live without kimchi? You must be Korean. If not, you should check if there are Korean ancestors in your family. Anyway, if you really want some kimchi with it, I recommend you pack it up in another container and take it to work or school. Trust me, you will thank me later. Alright, as always, let's start off with some rice. Since I've shown you many times already in our previous videos, let's do it quickly. Put 2.5 cups of short grain rice into a bowl and wash it 2 or 3 times. This is enough for 5 big portions, but if you're trying to eat less carbs, you can simply use a little less. Once you drain off the water, add the same amount of water and pop it straight into the rice cooker. While the rice is cooking, let's prep other ingredients. First, get yourself 1 kg of boneless skin on chicken thighs and cut them into nice bite-sized pieces. If you're trying to consume more protein, you could swap it out for chicken breast. But when the fat from the chicken thigh meets our lovely gochujang, that will create an amazing flavor. So if you really care about the flavor, go with chicken thigh. You won't regret it. Now to marinate our chicken, let's add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of mirin, a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of neutral oil, and give it a good massage. This marinade is often used in Chinese cuisine, but I highly recommend marinating your chicken like this because it's meal prep. If you do this, even if you keep it in the fridge and reheat it in the microwave, you will be able to enjoy the chicken that's still juicy and moist. So please give it a shot. That little bit more effort is gonna pay off. While they're enjoying their vacation in the fridge, let's prepare our vegetables. First, take 3 green onions and thinly slice them. As always, the whites are gonna be stir-fried and the greens are gonna be used as garnish. So don't forget to save some for garnish. Next, smash 8 cloves of garlic and finely chop them. It may seem like a lot of garlic, but considering it's meal prep, which makes about 5 to 7 servings, that's not a ton of garlic. If you ask Koreans, they would definitely say like, add some more, add some more. Trust me, they're crazy about garlic. So if you still have some garlic in your fridge, add some more. You won't regret it. Now get yourself a good amount of shishito peppers and just trim off the end and cut them into nice bite-sized pieces. What? You don't want to chop these? You just want to eat them whole? That's okay, but if there's an alien which is super spicy, I'm not responsible. And then finally chop another 3 cloves of garlic. These are gonna be stir-fried with shishito peppers. Sorry guys, I could have done this when I was chopping them earlier, but I totally forgot. Sorry about that. Finally, this is totally optional, but if you want to add a little bit of color, thinly slice 1 red chili. It's not only gonna make it more delicious, but it's also gonna make it more fancy. Fancy! Now let's move on to the sauce. In a small container, add 3 tablespoons of Korean chili paste, 2 tablespoons of Korean chili pepper flakes, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 3 tablespoons of mirin, a few shakes of black pepper, 5 tablespoons of water, 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, and give it a good mix. That's it! Alright, we're set. Let's get cooking. To a large pan, add 1 tablespoon of oil, 3 cloves of garlic finely chopped, and heat it over medium-high heat. Once it becomes fragrant, add the shishito peppers and stir them around for about 1 minute. Now to the pan, add the red chili, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, and stir them around for about 1 to 2 minutes. That's it! It's unbelievably simple, right? Besides this shishito pepper, you could also try with other vegetables like asparagus or string beans. So just use what you have. Everything will be fantastic. Alright, looks like it's done. Let's remove them from the pan and set them aside. Now for our chicken, get yourself another wok or pan. Add 1 tablespoon of oil and heat it over high heat. Once it's nice and hot, add the marinated chicken, spread it out, and let it sear for about 1 to 2 minutes or until nicely browned. This step is so important because it's gonna give us some nice caramelization and the flavor that we're looking for. So if your pan is too small for this, feel free to do this in batches. No problem at all. Once you get some nice browning on the bottom, give it a few stirs. And then throw in your garlic, white parts of the green onions, and cook for about 3 to 4 minutes or until the chicken is cooked through. During this step, the fat from the chicken thigh meets our lovely aromatics and that will create an amazing flavor. What? You wanna know this kind of tip more and more? I'm so glad you brought that up because everything you need is in this one book. Trust me, with this one book, you can cook more than 100 Korean dishes like a pro, so don't forget to check it out. The link is in the description. When the chicken is cooked through and is beautifully coated with our aromatics, it's time to add our sauce. But don't forget to give it a quick stir before you pour that in. Alright, the chicken looks nice and glossy. Let's turn the heat off. Now all we need to do is add 2 teaspoons of toasted sesame oil, a generous pinch of toasted sesame seeds, and give it a final mix. There's nothing complicated, right? Alright, time to assemble. Let's put them all together. Like I always do, I'm gonna go ahead and divide the rice into 5 containers. And then add our beautifully cooked gochujang chicken and shishito peppers. If you really wanna make sure you divide up your meal evenly for the week, then I strongly recommend using your kitchen scale, but I'm not gonna bother myself. Once that's done, sprinkle with a little bit of green onions and toasted sesame seeds. And there you have it, your gochujang chicken meal prep. Because I'm more into muscle gain, I divided it into 5 servings, but if you think this is too many calories for you, please divide it into more servings, like 6 or 7. These will last up to 3 days in the fridge or in the freezer for a few months, but please make sure to let them cook completely before you store them. You wanna know how it tastes? Alright, let's call our taste tester.
Claire.
오, 되게 먹음직스러워 보인다. 크리스마스 다 끝났는데 뭔가 아직도 크리스마스 분위기가 느껴진다. I guess he doesn't want to say goodbye to Christmas. Please let it go. Let's give it a try. 배고파 죽겠어. Always. Let's start with vegetables. 향이 아주 중독적이야. 좋다 좋다. Cheers. 맛있어. 간장이랑 팬에서 싹 한번 볶은 게 그게 신의 한 수인 것 같아. 불맛이 샥 살아나. 뭔가 레스토랑에서 근사한 레스토랑에서 받은 것 같은 그런 느낌? 너무 맛있다. 그냥 소금 후추만 뿌린 거랑은 차원이 달라. 훨씬 풍미가 샥 살아나. Now let's try the main star of the show. Chicken! Looks like bulldog or Korean fried chicken or something. Cheers! 맛있네. 고추장으로 해서 그런지 뭐. 보기에는 거의 불닭 수준으로 빨개가지고 이거 진짜 먹으면 죽겠다 싶을 정도로 정말 매워 보였는데 맵기 정도가 한 양념치킨에 가까운데 거기서 단맛을 쫙 빼서 감칠맛만 더 샥 올린 그런 느낌? 그래서 밥이랑 더 잘 어울릴 것 같네. 오, 괜찮다. You don't have to worry about it. It's not dangerously spicy. I think you can handle it. 한 번에 같이 먹어봐야 제대로 된 궁합을 알 수 있으니까 이번엔 밥이랑 치킨이랑 역시 밥이 좀 들어가줘야 돼. 그냥 고추장을 밥에다가 슥슥 비벼서 먹어도 원래 진짜 맛있잖아. 근데 그 고추장이 닭기름에 살짝 볶였으니 얼마나 더 맛있겠어. 진짜 맛있어. 너무 잘 어울려. 마지막에 이 바닥에 남아있는 소스랑 밥이랑 비벼서 먹으면 진짜 맛있을 것 같아. 너무 기대된다. 와, 이게 내가 말한 거야. 이 소스 묻은 밥. 너무 맛있어 보이지 않아? 조합이 너무 좋다.
Today, I showed you how to do a meal prep with this gochujang, your favorite Korean condiment. How was it? It's not that complicated, right? Like I said earlier, this is not a very traditional dish, but who cares? It's so simple and delicious. That's what matters, right? So please give it a shot. If you do, I'm pretty sure it's gonna become your favorite staple meal prep. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.